Natasha, and today I am going to be doing the Reading Rush Readathon wrap-up. Now welcome back to my channel. I am refreshed. I am rested from the readathon because that was quite intense, and I am very sad to say I did not achieve my goal of 7 books, but I still tried. I read 6 books, 1,892 pages I believe, so almost 2,000 pages, and I got 10 badges. Now apart from the book badges, I got the 5-star read badge, the read more than 1,000 pages badge, the make a Booktube video badge, make an Instagram picture badge, and I think that's it. I also have the 2019 reader badge. So yeah, that was quite a success, even if I could not read 7 books. So yeah, let's start with the books I did manage to read. So the first book I read was Room by Emma Donoghue. This was the book I had to read and watch the Booktube movie adaptation. Now unfortunately I was not able to watch this movie because I could not find it anywhere, but I still want to watch. So if you know where to watch this, please comment down below and tell me, because I really want to see how they did this. Also, Brie Larson is one of my favorite actresses, so I would really like to know how the movie went. But anyways, this book is about a little boy called Jack and his mother, and they live in an 11 by 11 square feet room, hence the title. And yeah, it just goes about on the day-to-day basis of what happens. I gave this book 3 stars because I liked the idea and the storyline, but the way it was executed didn't completely click with me. Like, the first part of this book is okay, then comes the climax about at the 100-page mark, or maybe 150, I don't remember, and then the rest of the book is just, again, nothing happens basically. And I know it's maybe we're used to the fact that the climaxes are always at the back of the book, but here it was in the middle, and I'm not sure I completely appreciated that, but I do recommend it if you're interested in it, because it is an interesting and unique story. I haven't read anything like this yet, and yeah, this was my first book. The next book I read is 3 Amazing Things About You by Jill Mansell, and this book completed the 5 or more words in the title challenge. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this book is about 3 different characters from 3 different perspectives. One character is Hallie, who is a girl who has cystic fibrosis and basically doesn't know when her last day is gonna be. And her love interest is her doctor, so she is also kind of doesn't know what to do about that. And yeah, then the next character is called Tasha, and Tasha is just a girl who never really likes any kind of boy. And yes, I know this book is quite romance-based, but I did like it nevertheless. But yeah, and she meets a boy, but this boy called Rory is really not accident-prone, but he really likes adrenaline and adrenaline-causing activities, so she is constantly worried about him. And the third character is called Flo, and she used to be the caretaker for an old lady, and when this old lady died, she left the apartment to her cat, and she said that Flo has to care for the cat and live in her apartment until the cat dies. So obviously the actual family of this woman were very angry about the fact, but the brother of Lena, who is the one that's very angry about it, he kind of likes her, and things start to happen. It says in the back of the book, it says Hallie will be soon giving a pair of lungs, but whose? And I really liked how these 3 stories tied in together and what happened, and was just so nice. This is the book that fulfilled my 5-star read. The next book I read was The Wedding Girl by Sophie Kinsella, writing as Madeleine Wickham, and this book is about a girl who's going to get married soon to a very wonderful and important man. Problem is that 10 years earlier she got married to another man just to help out, because he was an immigrant, and to be able to stay in the country and be with his actual partner, she did him this favor of marrying him. But now 10 years later, when she wants to marry someone for real, this all comes tumbling back, and I actually really liked it. I think I also gave this 5 stars. It wasn't a complete 5 stars like the previous book was, but I still really liked this. Sophie Kinsella has yet to disappoint me with her book of hers. And this book I was also to fulfill the prompt to read a book you meant to read last year. Next book I read was The Guest List by Melissa Hill. This book is about a couple who's gonna get married, but disaster ensues because everybody literally goes against everything they want to do with their wedding. They're like, everybody's just literally against it, and they're kind of stressed. But this book was really interesting because it was very easy to read and had a very easy story, but the end was like boom. So I really also liked this. Like, I think I gave it a 4 because it wasn't a completely amazing story, but I still really recommend this. Like I said, almost all the books I read for this readathon were contemporary for some reason, and I wasn't disappointed by any of these, especially this one and the last 2. I would really recommend you to read. And obviously this book fulfilled the prompt to read a book with purple on the cover. Next, for the read in one sitting prompt, I read Geronimo Stilton book. This is the issue 20. I have literally one of his books. I have 2 T.S. Stilton books, but I decided to read this because it's super easy to read and it has a lot of pictures, and just it's very hard for me when I'm reading to sit in one space, so this was going to be a struggle if I picked an actual book. So yeah, this was okay, 3 stars, just regular children's book. The last book I was able to read is this collection of short stories about vampires and werewolves. Now this doesn't have one author, it has a ton of authors. I'm gonna just name them all to you. John William Polidori, Edgar Allan Poe, Hans Friedrich Marryat, Alexei Tolstoy, James Malcolm Rymer, Alejandro Dumas, Guy de Maupassant, Rudyard Kipling, M.R. James, Horatio Quiroga, Eugene Field, H.P. Lovecraft, and Gabriel Ernest. So yeah, those are the authors that were in this. I liked most of them, but they were written in this old kind of way, because obviously all the authors aren't modern, but and also like nothing much happened in the stories. There were a few that I really liked, but for the most part it was an okay read. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. I do recommend it if you like these authors or if you like vampires or werewolves. That book fulfilled the prompt to read a book with a non-human main character, and basically all of these were either vampires or werewolves, so I'm good with that. So yeah, I was 1 book short of reading 7 books. I couldn't fulfill the prompt to read an author's first book. I was gonna read The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger to fulfill this, but I just didn't have time. But anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful reading rush. Comment down below how you did, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.